Welcome and thank you so much for being here. So, before we get into it, this masterclass is unlike any other masterclass because I am currently 2 days out from my due date. So, I had to get this pre recorded to make sure that it gets to you on time and that there are no issues with the masterclass and you get everything you need. So, I want you to know something right from the start, okay? This masterclass isn't like any other style or fashion content that you've probably seen before. So, this is not about trends. This is not about shopping. This isn't about trying to look like someone else. This masterclass is for women who have felt disconnected from their bodies, women who have hidden instead of inhabited, women who have looked in the mirror and felt like a stranger is staring back, and women who are absolutely ready to change that. But maybe you have no idea where to start. So I'm going to tell you something that might sound a little strange. Your relationship with your body is showing up in your closet right now. In every single piece that you own, in every single outfit you wear, in the way you move through the world. And I can see it. Not because I'm a mind reader, but because I've lived it for years. So, over the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you something that changed everything for me for hundreds of women that I have worked with. I'm going to give you real frameworks, real tools, real transformation stories from women just like you, women who walked into this work thinking, this won't work for me. My body's too different, my situation's too complicated, and their lives changed. And at the end of this masterclass, I do have something I want to invite you into, something powerful that could be the next step for you. But before I get there, I need your agreement on something. If I show up for you today and I give you real value, if I teach you something that shifts how you see your body and your style, at the end of this, will you stay open? Will you be willing to consider what I'm offering, even if you're not sure right now? So I'm not here to manipulate you into anything. I'm not here to make you feel bad if you don't join something. I am here to serve you the best that I can. And if this masterclass lands, if something shifts for you today, I want you to know that there is a path forward, a real one, with real support and real community. Can I count on that openness? I just want to make sure that you will be open to that, okay? So let me start here with a question. And I want you to answer it honestly, just to yourself. How many of you felt disconnected from your body? And I don't mean in a small way, but in a real way. A way that affects how you get dressed every morning. A way that affects how you walk into a room. A way that affects what you believe about yourself. Not judging, not a trick question, just real talk. And maybe you've had a baby, maybe your body changed, maybe you've gained weight, lost weight, aged, things shifted, and maybe you've dealt with health stuff, surgery, illness, medication. Your body responded in ways that you didn't expect, and maybe you've never felt at home in your body, period. Maybe not even as a teenager, not even once. Maybe you're in a bigger body than you thought you'd be. And you're still waiting to feel like you've earned the right to dress well, to take up space, to feel confident. Here's what I know after working with so many women. Your relationship with your body, it's not a body problem, okay? It is a belief problem. And that belief is showing up in your closet right now. It's showing up in every outfit you wear. It's showing up in how you present yourself to the world. So let me walk you through 4 different body beliefs. And as I do, I want you to really notice which one resonates with you. Which one makes you think, oh, that's me? Belief number 1, my body is wrong. If this is your belief, and this was mine for years, here's what happens in your daily life. You wake up, you look in the mirror, and you see something that doesn't really match what you think it should be. Maybe stretch marks, maybe softer midsection, maybe it's skin that's aging, maybe it's a body that's just different than what you were told to expect. And your immediate thought is, this is wrong. This shouldn't be here. I need to hide this. So what do? You reach for the oversized clothes, the baggy layers, the dark colors, black, navy, charcoal, anything that makes you smaller, less visible. You're trying to apologize for your body through your clothes. You're trying to make it disappear. And here's what happens on the inside while you're doing this. You end up feeling disconnected. You feel like you're living in a costume instead of inhabiting your own skin. You feel like your body is the enemy, like something to be managed, controlled, maybe even hidden. And the tragedy with that, you're hiding the very thing that you need to be present in order to change your relationship with it. So I'll give you a specific example. So I worked with this woman, and she was on her third baby. Her body had changed significantly. She went from a size 6 to a 14. And instead of buying new clothes that actually fit, she kept reaching for her old clothes. The clothes that were too small, because she believed that somehow wearing them would remind her body to go back to its old size. So she spent every single day uncomfortable, tugging at seams, feeling restricted, feeling like failure because her body wasn't listening. The belief underneath all that, my body is wrong. Belief number 2, my body needs to be fixed. If this is your belief, you are in constant chase mode. You've been in chase mode probably for years. You're buying new clothes all the time. You're following trends because you think that the next trend will be the thing that finally makes you feel confident. And you're thinking, if I just get this new piece, if I just find the right outfit, if I just figure out the perfect combination, maybe then I'll feel confident. You're researching, you're scrolling, you're consuming, you're always looking for that external answer to an internal problem. And here's what I want you to hear. You never feel settled because the problem isn't your wardrobe. The problem is the belief underneath. Okay? So there's so many women that I've worked with who their closets are full, right? Designer pieces, trendy pieces, basics, everything. And they never wear any of it because everything felt wrong. They keep buying. One of my clients told me maybe the next thing I will buy will be the next right thing, right? And maybe the next purchase will finally make me feel confident. So this one woman in particular, she was spending hundreds of dollars a month on clothes. She was miserable. She'd try on things, she'd feel disappointed, move on to the next item, the new trend, the next purchase. The belief underneath was that her body needed to be fixed. If you fix the exterior, you'll feel fixed on the inside. That's not how it works. Belief number 3, my body is an asset. This is different, completely different. If you've had this belief, you adorn your body. You choose pieces that celebrate it, that highlight it, that say, I'm here, I'm intentional, I'm confident, I'm not apologizing. You wear a fitted top instead of a baggy one. You might choose colors that make your skin glow. You might put on a piece that makes you feel powerful. And what happens on the inside? You feel at home. You feel like your clothes are an extension of who you are, not a shield against the world. You feel like your body has something to celebrate, not something to hide or to fix. Now, I want to be clear about something, okay? This belief, it's not about vanity. It's not about thinking that you're better than somebody else. It's about recognizing your body exactly as it is. It's worth honoring. It's worth celebrating. It's worth adorning. I worked with a woman, okay? She spent decades hiding behind oversized clothes, dark colors, the whole thing. One day something shifted. She decided to try on a dress in a bold, jewel-toned emerald green. And when she looked in the mirror, something changed. She saw herself. She really saw herself. And she thought, wait, I'm actually beautiful. And when she had told me that, it was the most beautiful reminder of why I do what I do. She bought that dress. And she started to notice that when she wore things that honored who she is and her body, instead of trying to hide it, people responded differently. She stood differently. She felt differently. The belief underneath that shift, my body is an asset. Belief number 4, my body deserves respect. This one is subtle, but it is the most powerful. And it's different from belief number 3 in an important way. Okay, so belief number 3 is about celebrating your body as beautiful or valuable or worth showcasing. It's real and it's important, but belief number 4, it goes deeper. Because belief number 4 is about recognizing that your body deserves respect. Period. Not because it's perfect, not because it looks a certain way, not because it earned its way through weight loss or achievement or anything external, but because it is your home, because it's carried you through life, because it deserves honor, because it is something that God has blessed you with. If you have this belief, you choose quality, you dress with intention, you are not trying to impress anyone. You're not trying to prove anything. You're honoring yourself. Your clothes reflect that. Your presence reflects that. This is the woman who buys fewer things, who buys better things. She knows what fabrics feel good on her skin. She knows what silhouettes make her feel powerful. She knows that her time and her body deserve quality. And here's the thing. This belief changes everything, not because it's conditional. It's not, I'll respect my body when I lose weight. It's not, I'll respect my body if I could ever get younger. It's, I respect my body right now as it is, and therefore I treat myself and my body with respect. Your clothes are one of the ways you show respect. Your posture is another. Your self-talk is another. So I worked with this woman who had spent 15 years believing her body was wrong and needed to be hidden. She had a closet full of shapeless, uncomfortable clothes, but when we started working together, the first thing she did wasn't shopping. It's belief work. We looked at where the disrespect was coming from. We looked at the voice in her head that was constantly criticizing, constantly shaming. And that's why none of the things I talk about until later on is fashion. It's not a fashion business that I'm running. I go to the root of the problem because that is where everything shifts. We started asking, What would it look like to dress this body with respect? Not to hide it, not to shame it, but to respect it. And she started choosing things differently, better fabrics, pieces that fit, colors that made her feel alive. And you know what changes? Her whole presence, her confidence, and not because her body changed, but because her relationship with her body changed. This is the belief that changes everything. So, which belief is yours? And I want you to pause for a moment. I want you to really sit with this and ask yourself, which of these 4 beliefs have I been living from with my body? It might not just be one. You might recognize yourself in 2 or 3. You might have moved through all 4 over different seasons of your life, and that's okay. There's no judgment. But in this season, where do you spend the most of your mental energy? Are you hiding? Are you thinking your body is wrong and trying to make it invisible? Are you chasing? Are you constantly looking for the next thing that will finally make you feel confident? Are you adorning? Are you celebrating your body and choosing things that highlight it? Are you respecting yourself? Are you honoring your body with quality and intention? See, this matters because your belief determines everything that comes next. Okay? So I want you to take a moment, write it down just for you, the one that made you think, that's me, or the one that you recognized yourself in most. Okay? Okay. So this is the moment where everything starts to shift, and I need you to really hear this. Confidence isn't a body type. Confidence is not a body type. Confidence doesn't look one way. It doesn't have a dress size. It doesn't have a face or a hair texture or skin color or age. Confidence looks the same on every single body. A woman in a size 4 wearing oversized baggy hiding clothes, not confident. A woman in a size 16 wearing clothes that she chose with intention and care, confident. A woman who's just had a baby, whose body is 3 months postpartum and soft and changed, and who is wearing something that honors her body as it is right now, confident. A woman who has been the same size her whole life, who has a body that fits every beauty standard, but who never believes that she's allowed to take up space, who apologizes for existing, not confident. Do you see what I'm saying? Confidence isn't about your body. It's about what you believe about your body. And see, this is the core shift. And if you get nothing else from this masterclass, I want you to get this. Here's the equation that changes everything. Body belief plus style choice equals presence. Your body belief determines the clothes you choose. Your body belief determines how you care for yourself. Your body belief determines how you stand, how you move, how you take up space. And your clothes, the ones you choose, the way you wear them, the care you put into them, determine the presence you carry into the world. So if you want to change your presence, if you want to walk into a room and feel confident, capable, and at home in your own skin, you don't change your body. You have to change your belief. Your body will change over time. You might gain weight or lose weight. You might get older. You might go through health changes, and that's okay. Your body's going to keep changing, and that's what bodies do. But your belief is the one thing that you have the power to change right now. And when you change your belief, everything else follows. I'm going to tell you what changed mine, okay? Because this isn't theory for me. This is lived experience. This is something that I had to work through for years. I hid in my clothes. I wore baggy things, dark colors exclusively, oversized everything. I was trying to disappear. And you know what I thought at the time? I thought that the problem was my body. I thought that I just had to lose weight. If I had just looked different, if I had just had the discipline to control my body, then I'd feel confident. And please keep in mind, this was right after I had my son. So, first child. And I just kept beating myself up. This was a lie that I was telling myself. And it was a lie that was keeping me stuck for a very, very long time. An amount of time that it's embarrassing to admit, especially as someone who grew up so in love with fashion and the fashion world. The real moment came, and I remember this so clearly. I was getting dressed and something important. It was an event, and I was standing in front of my closet surrounded by all these oversized, baggy, dark clothes, and I was feeling terrible in all of them. Nothing fit right. Everything felt like a costume. And I had this thought, what if the problem isn't how I look? What if the problem is the thoughts I'm having? And that one question changed everything, because the moment I asked that question, I realized that this isn't the problem. This is the problem. And the moment that I decided to change that belief, I started telling myself, my body deserves respect. My body is worthy. My body is home. My body created children, whole, full human beings. It was not my body, it was my belief. And when my belief changed, everything else changed with it. My clothes changed. My presence changed. My confidence actually started showing up. It was fully present. It was like I had been living in black and white, and suddenly someone turned on the color, and I realized this is what I want for every single woman. This shift, this freedom. And here's what I learned through that journey. Confidence isn't about having the perfect body. It's about having respect for the body that you have right now. Not someday, not when you lose 10 pounds, not when you're ready, not when you've earned it. Right now. And see, this is where so many women get stuck. Okay? They're waiting for permission. They're waiting for their body to be worthy of nice clothes, of presence, of confidence. They're thinking that when I'm smaller, I'll buy nice things. When I lose the weight, I'll wear colors. When my body looks the way it's supposed to, that's when I'll feel confident. They're living in the meantime in clothes that they hate, that aren't making them feel good, that make them feel uncomfortable and invisible, waiting for a permission that never is going to come because the goalpost keeps moving. I'm here to tell you, your body is already worthy. You don't have to earn confidence. You don't have to achieve a certain size or shape or appearance. You get to choose it right now. Respect over perfection, not perfection, and then you can respect yourself. Respect first, because that's what changes things. When you decide to respect your body as it is right now, everything changes. Your relationship with with yourself changes. Your style changes. Your presence changes. So I want you to sit with this question for a moment, and I want you to really sit with it. What would change if you believed your body was already worthy. Not someday, not in some hypothetical future when you've lost weight or gotten older or had surgery or whatever you think has to happen first. Right now, today, as you are, what would change? What would you wear differently? How would you stand differently? What would you do that you are not doing right now? Who would you become? And I want you to write that down. What's one thing that you would do? One way you would show up, one piece you would wear, the moment you would say yes to. Hold that, okay? We're building towards it. Now I'm going to give you the framework that changes everything. This is the work we do inside the Style Empowerment Society and the Empowered Style program. And I'm teaching it to you today in full, not in summary, but the real deal, because you deserve it. You deserve to know how to do this. You deserve to have the actual framework, not just the idea of it. There are 3 pillars to building real body confidence, not fake confidence, not Instagram confidence, real, lasting, embodied confidence. And they work together. They are not separate. If you only do one, it doesn't work. If you do 2, you'll have the same results, but you'll still feel incomplete. But when you do all 3 together, that is when transformation happens. Okay? Pillar 1 is compassion. This is how you talk to yourself about your body. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most of us are brutal. We are absolutely brutal to ourselves. You look in the mirror and you think things you would never say to a friend. You would never say to your daughter. You criticize, you judge, you pick apart. You make your body wrong. My stomach is too soft. My thighs are too big. My skin isn't smooth enough. I look terrible. Why would anybody even want to look at me? These are the things that we say to ourselves casually, daily, like it's normal. But here's what I know after working with so many women. Your body responds to how you speak to it. This is not new age woo-woo. This is real. When you are constantly criticizing your body, when you are constantly speaking to it with disgust and judgment, your body closes. It protects itself. Your nervous system tightens. Your style reflects that. You hide, you wear things that compress you. You make yourself small. But when you're speaking to your body with compassion, thank you for carrying me through this day. Thank you for growing a baby. Thank you for recovering from surgery. Thank you for moving through the world. Thank you for being here. Your body opens. Your nervous system relaxes. Your style opens with it. So pillar number 1 is this. Start speaking to your body the way you'd speak to somebody you love. Speak to it as if your daughter is right there listening to every single word that comes through your mind. Because you should be loving your body. Even if you haven't acted like it yet. So this means that when you look in the mirror and you notice something that you don't like, you pause, and instead of criticizing, you get curious. Oh, I see stretch marks. That happened because my body was strong enough to do something incredible. Or my body is healing, or my body is changing. That's what bodies do. When you're getting dressed and something doesn't fit the way you want it to, instead of spiraling into shame, you think, okay, my body is different than the last time I wore this. That it's information. It's not failure. When you catch yourself in that critical voice, and you will because we all do, you notice it. Gently redirect. That's not serving me. Let me try that again. I see the changes, and I'm choosing to be kind about this. This is pillar 1, and it's the foundation for everything else. Pillar 2, structure. This is the tactical part. This is the how of actually dressing your body with intention. Okay? And here's the key thing I need you to understand. Structure isn't about hiding or squeezing into trends. It's not about diet culture applied to clothes. It's about dressing the body you have right now in a way that feels good and feels true. Structure means knowing what silhouettes work for your body, not trends, not what Instagram says, what actually works for your unique shape and proportions. Knowing what fabrics feel good on your skin, because some fabrics make you want to crawl out of your own skin. Some fabrics make you feel like you're being held, and that matters. Building an outfit that actually supports your life, your real life. If you have 3 kids and you're chasing them around, your outfit needs to support that. If you work in an office, your clothes need to work for that. Structure means respecting your real life. Creating a wardrobe that you can actually wear, not clothes you're saving for someday. Not clothes that don't fit, not clothes that make you feel terrible every time you put them on. Clothes you actually want to wear. So here's the thing, okay? Structure isn't about restriction. It is about intention. And when you know what works for your body, when you have clothes that actually fit and they feel good, when you've built a wardrobe that supports your life, you feel different. Your body feels different and you end up moving differently. So I worked with a woman who had been wearing the same style of shapeless sweaters for over 10 years, okay? She thought that this was the only thing that would work for her body. So when we looked at her actual proportions, her actual shape, her actual life, we started choosing differently. Fitted pieces. Things with structure that actually complemented her body instead of hiding it. And she said something that I will never forget. I didn't realize how much my clothes were making me feel small. I thought my body was the problem, but it was the clothes. This is pillar 2. When you wear something with structure, something that fits well, that feels good, that you choose intentionally, your body shifts, your presence shifts, not because your body changed, because how you are inhabiting your body changed. Pillar number 3 is confidence. And here's the beautiful thing. This is the result of the first 2. Okay, so when you are speaking to your body with compassion, when you are addressing it with structure and intention, confidence isn't something you have to chase. It's just what shows up naturally. Not someday, not after weight loss or body changes or getting older. Now, today, confidence is a choice. It is a decision. It is a decision to say, I am here. I am worthy. I am allowed to take up space. And once you make that decision, once you've done the belief work, once you've learned how to dress your body with intention, once you've started speaking to it with compassion, confidence is what remains. It's a natural response. It's a natural result. And that shows up in how you walk into every room, how you make eye contact, how you sit, how you present yourself to the world. You walk different. You breathe different. And people can feel that. So here's the critical thing, okay? You're not becoming a different person. You are becoming more yourself, more present, more real. You stop apologizing. You stop making yourself small. You stop hiding and you show up. Now, I need you to understand what's actually happening here, okay? Because this is important. If you're not transforming your body, let me say that again. If you're not transforming your body, we are not transforming our body. Your body's perfect. Right now, in whatever state it's in, it's home. It's a vessel. You're doing an incredible job carrying yourself through life. So what you're transforming is your belief about your body. When that belief transforms, when you move from my body is wrong to my body deserves respect, everything else follows. Your style transforms. You start making different choices. You invest in things that actually work for you. You stop buying things that make you feel terrible. It's crazy the amount of women who wear things that make them feel so uncomfortable just because it's there, it's available, it's what's trendy. Your presence can transform. You walk into rooms differently. You carry yourself differently. You stop apologizing for taking up space. You stop thinking about someday. You stop waiting for permission. You decide today. And your life transforms because you stop fighting with your body and you start respecting it. When you stop hiding and start inhabiting, everything becomes possible. And that's not vanity, that's not shallow, that's not selfish. It's liberation. So I want you to ask yourself, which of these 3 pillars do I need most right now? Do I need to learn how to speak to my body with more compassion? Do I need to rewire the voice that's in my head that's constantly criticizing? Do I need the practical tools, the structure of how to dress my body in a way that feels good and feels true? Or do I need permission and practice to embody confidence? Do I need community and support to actually do this? There is no wrong answer, but there is a right answer for where you are right now, where you're standing, what you need in this season. Hold that, okay? Because we're coming back to it. So here's what I want to tell you. You now understand something that most women will never have the opportunity to understand. You know that confidence isn't a body type, it's a belief, and beliefs can change. You know the 3 pillars that build real lasting body confidence, not fake confidence, not Instagram confidence, real confidence. And you know that this is possible for you, not someday, now. And here's the truth I want to be honest about, okay? Knowing is not the same as doing. Thousands of women know this. They watch masterclasses, they read books, they nod along, and they think, yes, that makes sense, I should do that. But then what happens when they go back to their lives? They don't do the work. They don't practice the compassion. They don't build the structure. They don't embody the confidence. And so nothing changes. They stay stuck in the belief that their body is wrong. They stay in the chase for the next trend, the next purchase, the next thing that they think will finally make them feel confident. And that's the real tragedy, because they have the knowledge. They just don't have the support. They don't have the community. They don't have someone saying, you can do this. I believe in you and I'm going to help you. The women whose lives actually transform, those are the women that walk into a room and feel confident, who get dressed and feel at home in their body, who stop apologizing and start living. They don't just learn this framework, they live it. They practice it. They get supported in it. They get community. They get accountability. They get tools and resources and real people who understand what they are going through. And that is why I created the Style Empowerment Society. It's a community of women who are done hiding, who are done apologizing for their bodies, who are ready to dress with compassion, structure, and confidence, and who want to do it with support. So in the society, you don't just watch a masterclass and then go on back to your life. You actually get to do the work. You get to implement. You get to practice. And in the society, you get access to the full replay of this masterclass and every masterclass we do moving forward. We're building an entire library of teaching around body confidence, style, presence, and the belief work that changes everything. So you get monthly masterclasses like this, deep dives into every aspect of body confidence, identity, style, and presence. We're talking real teaching, real frameworks, real transformation, a community of women doing this work alongside you, women who get it, women who understand what it's like to feel disconnected from your body, women who are choosing something different. You're not alone in this. You never have to be alone in this again. You get ongoing tools, frameworks, practical implementation guidance. And this isn't theory. This is real, actionable, step-by-step work that you can do in your life, in your closet, in your mirror, a space where you are supported, where you belong, where you can ask questions and get real answers. It's $27 a month. And it is the next step for women who are ready to actually do this work. Not because you have to, not because I'm pushing you, because you deserve support. You deserve community. You deserve to know that you are not alone in this. You deserve to have actual tools to make this real in your life. And if this masterclass landed for you, if something shifted today, if you felt that moment where you thought, oh, I think I could do this, the society is where you take that shift and you make it real. The link is down below. I will see you there. Before we close, I want to say this to you directly, okay? Your body is not a problem to be solved. It's not a project. It's not something that needs to be fixed or controlled or hidden. Your body is your home to be inhabited. And the moment you decide that, the moment you choose to speak to it with compassion, to dress it with structure and intention, to carry it with confidence, everything changes. Not your body. And I want you to hear this clearly. Not your body, your belief. The way you inhabit your body and the way you show up in the world. That is where all the transformation starts. I am so thankful that you are here today. Thank you for your openness. Thank you for your willingness to see yourself differently. Thank you for your willingness to consider that maybe, just maybe, the problem isn't your body. Maybe the problem is that what you believe about your body, and maybe you can actually change that belief. If you are ready to take this deeper, to get that support and community, the tools you need to make this real, the Style Empowerment Society is waiting for you. The link is down below. I will see you in there. And next month is going to be a great month. I will see you in the next masterclass. Until then, bye.